Good morning, students, teachers, and all staff of Furry Elementary. Can I please have your attention for the announcements? Well, welcome back to Furry, everyone, as we get the opportunity to begin another week of school here together, which means we get to grow our brains together, build connections together, and spend our week living the pirate way together. Now, last week, we took part in the Pirate Way assembly at the football field, where we connected as pirates with every other student and staff member in Perkins. That truly is something that doesn't happen or won't happen very often. And when we were at the assembly on Friday, I noticed speakers bringing up something called E plus R equals O, which is actually something that you can see right on this front page right here over with the black background written in white. We have E plus R equals O. And you're going to hear a lot about E plus R equals O, and it is something we're going to use to help us make above the line choices, get better every day, and to be the best versions of ourselves. And just so you know what each one of those letters stand for, the E stands for the word event. The R stands for the word response. And the O stands for the word outcome. Event plus response equals your outcome. So I'm going to take a quick moment to just look at this, and the page is blank right now, but you can see right here where we have E event, R response, and O outcome all together. And this talks about above the line and below the line responses and below the line outcomes that will happen because of those responses. And this is actually a chart that we can use to help us really use E plus R equals O to the best that we can to help us with our choices. And here's a few things we just need to understand before we ever go through any of this. The E here, the event, is something that nobody has any control over. We all have hundreds, maybe thousands of events a day, and we have zero control over any of them. And then our response right here in the middle is what we have 100% control over. We have to own our responses. We choose these. Nobody else makes our choices or our responses for us. And then finally, over here, the last one is our outcome. Now, while we don't get to completely control our outcome, if we give good above the line responses, we can influence that outcome to try and get the things we're working towards. So when you think of it this way, we all have the same event today, right? We don't have any control over this, but our event is that we have to complete a school day. And since we all have that same event of completing a school day, we should think to ourselves, well, what do we want our outcome to be? What do we want from our school day? And I'm sure there's many things that we could all think of, and I bet they all have something to do with us making this the best day of the school year yet. So then, when we know our outcome, then it is our job to own our responses and get busy working on above the line choices. And if we're able to do that, we may be able to earn that outcome, and that outcome of being the best school day we can make this. So let's get busy with above the line responses and make this a great Tuesday here at Furry. And now will everyone please stand, face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Pirate Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At Furry Elementary School, we work to build trust so we can count on each other. We own our responses and take responsibility for our actions. We work to connect as pirates and support one another. We learn the pirate way so we can be the best versions of ourselves. All right, thank you, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 6th, 2022, and for lunch today it will be French toast with syrup, sausage, sweetie tater tots, and juice. We don't have any birthdays to celebrate today, but we do have some belated birthdays to celebrate. All of these students celebrated their birthday yesterday, which was Labor Day, which is why we weren't here at school. So we want to say happy belated birthday to Peyton Kusser, Hope Nagin, Jude Shawi, and Levi Travaglenti. Excuse me, Levi. I'll have to get to know that name, but we want to say happy belated birthday to all of those students. We hope you had a wonderful birthday yesterday and get to enjoy celebrating it here with the Furry team today. And now we'll go ahead and take that moment to press pause and get our minds right and use a little bit of deep breathing to start off our school week here. So while we're taking this time to get our minds right, start thinking about what E plus R equals O means and how it's important to know that only I control my responses and each one of you control your responses. So what do we need to do to make those above the line choices today? So let's go ahead and first start by breathing in for 4. And hold. Now breathe out. All right, very, very good. And as always, boys and girls, you can continue to do that if you need to. I do not have any other announcements to share with Furry this morning, so let's just make sure we're all working hard to trust, own, and connect. Let's make it a great day, Furry.